Hey boys, Captain Burger here. Welcome back to the channel. Continuing our saga of no life in Flight Simulator on my day off. We're heading up to over to St. Louis. We're in Indianapolis. We got at least approach or departure, whatever, and center on for Indy. And looking at the ceilings visibility chart, there's some pretty dog shit weather out in St. Louis, like zero fucking visibility. So we're gonna head down there, and then we'll see where we want to go from there. Come back into some coverage areas here. Hopefully they'll still be on, but I just wanted to go find some shitty weather and just fly to the boys. That's what we like to do on this channel. So we'll get this thing started up here. Iris line in 3 minutes. Okay, very cool. Get fired up here. Everything rocking and rolling. Our APU should be on. APU bleeds on. Check. Disconnect that. Get our flight plan sorted out. We'll get loaded up on fuel and passengers and cargo. Good. Over here, grab our flight plan. Tearing up the sky in his Boeing 777, heading down to Tampa, all the way from Yampa. His big steel bird flies far and long. Boeing 777, spreading freedom from dusk to dawn. Alright, India approach 134.95 with on. Cost index 100. Level today here shouldn't be too high. We're going up to, it says 30,000 feet to go. Fucking St. Louis. It's kind of hard. That's what our PDC said. Let's see here. Indy, TTH, Akbar, Arch 2, St. Louis, altitude 300-2722 in the squawk. Cleared Indy 3 departure, transition maintain, no transition, maintain 5,000. Alright. I guess we'll go 300. I don't know if we're actually going to get that high, but wind imported. 722. Sunset fire streaks the western glow. Fish sticks asleep. Indy 3 departure. One hand steady on the yoke, the other holds tight. That sweet cold can of Busch Light. Crack open a Busch Light, flying. See what that entails for us here. The flying journey's a bird's eye view. Just a 7-3 waking their trail. Captain Burger riding high with Dale. Alright, Indy 3 departure. Accelerate 250 knots until reaching 10,000. Unable by his ATC. Okay. Initial climb, I guess we'll just, depending on what runway they get, looks like 050. Probably just get vectored. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out there, I guess. Never burns out. It's like basically you just get vectored, but it seems like that's all it is. What did he clear us to here? Destination St. Louis, routing over. Cleared Indy 3 departure, whatever, blank transition, maintain 5,000, okay. We'll get 5,000 feet loaded in here. I guess we'll probably get 5 left, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess, whichever. Captain Burger, the sky's his trail. He flies steel wings. Permission whiskey, we can write that down. 08086, 10 section miles, overcast 19, -1, 3022 in the Tinny. We'll just punch in 5 left for now. Figure 5 right, that's fine too. Indy 3 departure. Basically, we'll be 050 heading. Told otherwise.
plug that in right now.
Well, I took off early with the sun in my eyes.
Alright. TTH Akbar. Arch 2 Rebel, that's what we're playing here.
Swedish fish laughing about a chili dog fart. We're flying.
All these songs are about flying Boeings and flying a fucking Airbus here. Let's see, Rebel will be, here. That is using 1-2 left. Works for me. Arch 2.
Out of Seattle, heading south through the skies.
Akbar transition.
Comes and Caleb's got the chart. Swedish fish laughing about a chili dog fart. We're flying all Boeing, yeah, we keep it clean. No plastic sticks and no Airbus the same. A convoy of Boeings, it's quite the show. We're playing chess.
So Akbar, Pruitt, UK Arch, Pruitt, UK Arch, Petty, Korea, Jack Chodo, Getty, Herbie Duel. And we'll be into our ILS 1-2 left. Beautiful. Alright, flood planes loaded in, get our performance and weights sorted out, and we'll be on our way. Come back to the MCDU. Alright, weight information's in there. We'll set up for 5 left, just doesn't matter too much. Going overcast at 1900 with a temperature of 3. Temperature of -1, so we'll have anti-ice on. We'll turn that on. Engine and wing. Alrighty, so 51. No trim setting. Flaps 1. Flex temp of 57. Looks good all around. Alright, I'm about ready for push and start. Call up Matthew O, Big Dog. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in there, Big Dog. I was watching little old Captain Canada. He's flying back to, what's it, Chicago now. It's weird being online this kind of, time of the week or whatever. Alright, let's call up Indianapolis approach. And we want to tune, let me also tune Indy Center. 128.225. I'm gonna probably tune this frequency in because, like, whenever I first got on this morning, the guy, like, I could hear him, or no, I couldn't hear him. He could hear me, but I couldn't hear him. 128.225. I want to make sure I can hear anything. Holy fuck, there's a lot of planes flying with Captain Canada today, oh my gosh. Let me, we'll just go in here in my settings real quick, just get the, change the source to that. I'm back to my headphones. That's what I had to do this morning to get it to work, so I need to do. I already did that on VPilot. Alright, check. Good. See if it does it again, I guess. Hopefully not. We were on with 124.95. That's going to be approach. Sweet. Figure check we are here. We're at Gate Bravo 9er. Indianapolis approach. Good afternoon. Delta 3, Gate Bravo 9er information whiskey. Request push and start.
Delta 3 Indy approach. Push and start using your discretion. Rapid uncontrolled.
Already pushed at our discretion. We will give you a call for taxi. Thanks, Delta 3. Alrighty. I'll just push back to the left and should be good to go. Parking brakes off. Start. Alright, APU, we've got APU bleed on, crew supply, oxygen needs to come on, emergency lights can be armed. Good fuel pumps obviously too. Good across the board now. Start engine number 2. Wish these engine sounds had a little more punch to them, boys. I mean, fuck, I feel like you'd hear that thing a lot louder.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
Yeah, he's going to LaGuardia too, Matthew. Yeah, it's a long day of flying. I mean, I've been flying for like 4 hours today, but there's a long day of flying right there too. But I guess it's his main job, so. Alright, should have a good start on engine 2. Check. We'll go ahead and start engine number 1. Teleport back to the emergency exit row and hear the PTU sounds. Hopefully.
Exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
Alrighty, pushing back from Indy. Get our standby attitude indicator uncaged or whatever the word is, I guess. Should be good. Alrighty, engine 2 started. Set to norm. Stop pushback, set the parking brake. Cut off the APU. APU bleed coming off, APU master coming off. Beacon light should have been on. We can throw the taxi light on. We'll call it for taxi here now. 3021 in the Timmy. 3022 is what they said on the ATIS. Indy approach, Delta 3, pushback, request taxi with information whiskey.
Delta 3, runway 5 left, taxi via Sierra Bravo.
5 left via Sierra Bravo, Delta 3. Alrighty, parking brake coming up. Flaps, we can get set to flaps 1. Arm the speed brakes, spoilers. Alright. Taxi via Sierra and Bravo, so we'll just be left right here. And then a left onto Bravo, and all the way down to 5 left. Honestly, it's kind of nice when you just have like approach or center and you're just like flying out of an airport or whatever, because then you don't have to sit there and switch frequencies like 600 times. Not the worst thing, I guess. Alrighty, first left onto Bravo. Alrighty, so the Indy 3 departure basically accelerates to 250 knots until reaching 10,000 feet, and then we're just going to fly on heading 050 until he tells us what else to do. Probably expect a left turn, and then we'll get on course. Our first fix, which was TTH, whatever that is. Probably should figure it out real quick. It's going to be Terahate VOR, Vortec. Not sure how you say that right. Terahate. This taxiway's got quite the hill to it, boys. Tony, good to see you, brother. Welcome in. Hope everything's going.
Delta 31080 fly runway heading, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 5 left, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading, Delta 3. Good to see you, boys. The squad is assembled. Add in a Caleb or two. We'll be all here. Thanks for hanging out with me, boys. Oh, fuck. I accidentally pressed the overhead button. Alright, we'll be gentle on the brakes. I was overheating my brakes earlier, just fucking slamming on those things. Alrighty, flaps are set. Spoilers are armed. Landing lights can come on. Strobes can come on. Runway 5 left is verified. Final looks clear. Runway looks clear. We're clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading 050. Get out here full length. Yo, Tony, you gotta fire up the old Fenix, man. Like, I sat there and, like, hemmed and hawed about flying it and whatever, the Airbus, but fuck, it's nice, boys. I'll tell you, it's super easy, too. It's not even really that bad. Alright, we'll go 50 on the throttle. And 1. Pull them up. And we're hitting the Dale button, boys. Eight knots. Predictive wind shear's off. It'll be fine, boys. We won't rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps are going up. Go autopilot on, we'll go lever to climb. Climbing up to 5,000 feet and runway heading at this juncture. Yeah, man, this old Fenix is nice, I'll tell you. Airbus says it's not so bad.
Delta 3, radar contact, passing 2,500, turn left heading 270, climb and maintain 13,000.
Left turn 270 and up to 13,000 for Delta 3. Already getting vectored. And then up to 13,000. Yeah, already getting to the cloud layer. Let's get that predictive wind shear on real quick before I forget. Spoilers can be disarmed. There's immediately into some cloud layer. We do actually need to turn on anti-ice. Don't have that turned on. There we go.
Delta 3, clear direct Terre Haute.
Clear direct Terre Haute, Delta 3. That's how you say it, I guess. Terra hot, Terra hot. I don't know what I was saying. We'll go direct TTH and insert that. To be managed by the plane now. Tony says I might do that someday. I did it when it came out, flew twice and put it away. That was basically my experience. I tried like the fly-by-wire first like a year ago, and then I just eventually I was like,
hello, that's 8912 information received as request.
I was like, I'm just gonna commit to it, boys, and
Delta 8912 in the approach, rapid bus control, push your discretion.
watch some videos and whatever.
Push our discretion, Delta 8912.
And really,
Delta 3, contact Indy Center 128.22, have a flight.
over to center 128.22. Thanks for your service, Delta 3. So already center 128.22.
UPS 5488, heavy radar contact, climb maintain level 290, say altitude. Level 290, 2400, UPS 5488.
Indy Center, good afternoon, Delta 3, 9,700 for 13,000.
Delta 3, Indianapolis Center, hello, climb maintain level 240.
Climb maintain 240, Delta 3. Already up to 240, we'll let the aircraft manage that. We're nose down, accelerating towards like 280 or so. Keep our speed up here. Yeah, we're flying Indy to St. Louis today. Did my little oh, I gotta refresh my little Volanta bullshit here. Stand by. Hopefully, I don't know, I think that's right.
Center, bonjour, Air Canada 550.
What the fuck is going on, boys? Got two of them on there for some reason.
Air Canada 550, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
Let me figure this shit out here, boy. Oh, there it goes. Ah, fuck, I just hit refresh again. Alright, Indy to St. Louis, looking good. They had like the Euro Volanta for fucking like $38 or something. For the whole year, so I was like, fuck it, I only use it for streaming, but...
Beaver 223 November, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
Boss Leo, big dog, good to see you, brother. It's been a while, man, shit. How have you been, brother? It's been so long you come back and fly an Airbus. What the hell's going on? Probably like, what is he doing?
Over cargo 86 heavy, level ground 35 left, taxi via Bravo.
Alrighty, so we're heading to St.
Delta 3, climb maintain level 300.
Climb maintain 300, Delta 3. We'll show you that chart here in just a sec. Oh fuck, 300 managed. Okay. Boss Leo, yeah, Thanksgiving was good, man. I ate way too much. Feel like fucking stomach was gonna explode. How's the flying been there, Boss Leo? You been having a good time? Ethiopian Airlines or something like that, wasn't it? Hopefully I got that right. Let's see here, St. Louis. Where the frig is St. Louis? There it is. Okay, so
Sorry, where are you at?
no wind, 1 1/4 statute miles visibility, snow, mist, broken 2600, overcast 3600.
All of that's actually not moving area.
So it's looking like a nice shitty day here in St. Louis. Hopefully the visibility's actually gone up a little bit since I last looked at that. We'll go find some snowy weather and have a good time. Seems like they've just been getting hammered with these winter storms. See if we even punch out of these clouds. We didn't really leave the clouds for like fucking the whole afternoon last time we went storm chasing, boys.
Speedbird 223 November, radar contact 30 southwest of Appleton, and flight level 380.
We went, what did we do last time? I did like Rockford, Milwaukee, down to, I forget where, but we didn't even leave the clouds the whole time. Oh, we gotta get the standard barometer setting. There we go.
Chicago Center's offline, frequency change advisors approved, take care.
Might see the sun coming through here now. Let's see.
Thanks, good day.
Oh. There goes the Captain Canada convoy, boys. Look at them all. I thought about flying out with them, but I just flew into DCA earlier today, and I didn't really feel like going back there. We did JFK to DC, DC to Myrtle Beach to Midway.
Roger.
Now we're going Indy to St. Louis, and then we'll come back probably. We'll see where the shitty weather is from there. Maybe we come back. Hopefully somewhere in here will be. Maybe Indy will be shitty again by the time we get back. Got another couple hours of flying after this probably. See here, boys. Looks like we're popping out of the clouds. So it's about 9 o'clock Zulu now. So if we go ahead 2 hours, 23 Zulu. Where's that going to put us? Indy might be starting to get some of that snow. Chicago's starting to get into the mix. We could go there. Looks like southern Iowa, probably like Moline, Rockford, that area. We could probably go up there, shoot up there and get some bad weather. How about down here in Atlanta? Atlanta's still kind of clear. Mississippi, Alabama, starting to get some. Louisiana, maybe we could go down to New Orleans or something.
Hold for cargo 86, run after row, run a 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Looks like we made it out of the clouds for now. Basilio says, yeah, Ethiopian, it's been good. I've been called in much more than ever in November. It was a busy month. Oh, sweet, brother. Good to hear.
3,500. Cincinnati, altimeter 3019er.
This is like the most
aircraft type, destination, and requested altitude.
It's like the most chill center control I've ever heard. It's sounds like you just woke up or something. He's just fucking chilling.
Dayton International.
This guy's super laid back. That's good though, you know, it's good quality.
Local 825, roger. Maintain VFR, and you can proceed on course.
Maintain VFR. Clear. Local 825.
GPS 5488, proceed direct to Tor.
Report GPS 5488.
Southwest 215, you are leaving my airspace, Chicago Center's offline, frequency change approved, yeah.
22 Southwest 215, see ya.
Cool, calm, and collected. I honestly prefer it, like some of these controllers, like you talk to them, it sounds like they just fucking drank like 14 cups of coffee. You're like, holy fuck, bro, I can't keep up with you.
Speedbird 223 November, proceed direct to Cutter.
That's Speedbird 223 November.
Alrighty, let's get this arrival into St. Louis figured out, get our approach sorted out, what we want to do. So our Arch 2 arrival. We'll be going to Akbar. I got all that sorted out. Akbar Pruitt.
Actually, Speedbird 223 November, XD1 Thunder, proceed direct to Grote.
Direct to Grote, Speedbird 223 November, thanks.
Check Chodo Getty Yerby. We're set up for 1-2
for the taxi with Charlie at Louisville.
Should be alright for me.
American 1280, runway 35 right. Taxi at Mike, Gulf, Delta.
We got calm winds, 1 statute mile visibility, light snow, overcast 2300, so not too much of a ceiling, I guess. It'll be not as bad as it's been.
Cargo 86 heavy, radar contact. We maintain global 320 and say altitude leaving.
We'll stick with 1-2 left, that's just fine, and then let's get ourselves our performance stuff figured out here. It's gonna be 3019er for the Timmy. Temperature -4. Throw that in real quick. Winds were calm. Guess we just put 000. Okay, that works. 180 for the flight transition level. See, we're going to do the ILS 1-2 left into St. Louis. It's going to have a mins of 741. That's all set up. We're past Tekawate, or however you said that, and we're going to Akbar now. Making our way up to 30,000 feet. I'll probably just leave Indy Center on, even though we're going to be leaving his airspace. Maybe, I don't know, it's nice in the background sound, but we're going to go out of his airspace quite a bit, so.
Wolf Air Cargo 86, proceed direct to Dave.
Proceed direct Dave.
Let's see here, Boss Little. Sorry, brother. So it says, do you have a prop in Microsoft Flight Simulator? I don't usually, like, I have like the little GA planes, but I don't really have anything like a Saab or a little regional turboprop Q8, Q400 or Dash 8 or whatever. I don't have anything like that. Fish Sticks is, she was in here earlier. I think she's probably chilling out in the back porch or something. Just doing cat stuff. I don't know what she's doing.
Airwing 78, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
Might have to go find her here once we get off this controller's airspace.
Southwest 2213, leaving my airspace, Chicago's offline, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved. Thanks, Richie. Man, we'll see you soon. Southwest 2213.
Bye-bye.
Captain Canada, bud.
Indy Center, American 24.
Captain Canada just seems like such a, like, just genuinely nice person. Like, if you were to just meet him in real life and talk to him or whatever, seems like a pretty fucking chill dude.
American 2152, maintain Mach 0.77, and then that's approved.
Alright, 77 and then approved for 152.
Can brief our arrival since we're making our way here to Akbar. Continue to approve it. And UK got to be at 280 knots and below 31,000 feet. Arch 280 knots and 11,000 feet or higher. Then Petty, then Korea 15,000 to 11,000 feet. We have to be in there, and then 280 knots. Continue down to Jack between 11,000 and 12,000, or 10,000 rather. Chodo between 10 and 8. Getty got a speed restriction there, 2 to 10. All the way through here, and we keep our descent coming through between 7,000, 8,000, and 5,000. And then we'll just turn ourselves on to final. We'll see what kind of shitty weather we can get into. We'll turn off anti-ice for now. We're not really in the icing conditions. Hitting a cloud or two here and there, I guess, but... Alright, we're 30,000 feet. We'll just try and speed up a little bit if we can. 97 knot headwind. That's pretty rough.
Indy Center, American 2152, back.
Ground speed 368 knots. Yikes. It's rough, boys. Carry the label guy. Good to see you, brother. Hope the label industry's treating you well, big dog. What's up, Captain Burger? He says, engine ice not detected. You can turn off engine anti-ice. Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, we got it. Went ahead and did that there. Let's see. Hope all is well. Yeah, man, everything's doing good. Hope everything's good on your end. Hope you all had a happy, good Thanksgiving.
Hello, Delta 8912 at 10,000 for 13,000 inbound dawn.
Delta 8912, Indianapolis Center, hello, climb and maintain level 3900.
Iowa Farmer 05. Did you fly out of Den on Friday?
American 1280, Arnhem Hawk, runway 35 right.
I honestly don't remember. I did fly to Denver. Yeah, I probably did actually. Was it Friday? I don't remember. It's a kind of a blur, honestly, boys.
Delta 3, you are leaving my airspace. Kansas City's offline. Frequency change advisories approved.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for the service, Delta 3. So,
Club 825, cleared up through Cincinnati, class Bravo airspace.
I'll stay on with this guy for a minute. We're already off his airspace, but Yeah, Iowa farmer. Are you actually from Iowa, brother? I used to live in Iowa. That's pretty cool. Carry the label guy. Doing good. Happy Thanksgiving as well. Yeah, thanks, brother. Good to hear. Well,
Citation 2 Mike Pop, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
coming up on Pruitt here. Way over here, actually. Yeah, here we go. So at UK, in about 33 miles, 40 miles, we got to be down to 310, so we can start doing that down to 280 knots. Which we're already below 310, so we'll just slow down once we get up to UK. Don't really want to slow down, we're already going slow as shit. My mustache keeps going.
American 2152, maintain Mach 75.
Matthew, are you flying after St. Louis? Yeah, I'll probably do another flight. It's like 4 o'clock now, so I'll probably just kind of see what we're looking like ATC-wise and weather-wise and try to make a decision on what to do. I think like Swedish Fish usually comes on around this time, like 4:30 or so. I don't see him on yet, though. Already got somebody on San Diego Tower in approach. Oh, he's actually on approach.
Descend via the Smook 2 arrival.
Usually just try to go where we have like our boys flying, or
3022.
or we can find some shitty weather, ATC, just a combination thereof, so always open to suggestions. Ooh, we got Jackson Hole, Salt Lake City, Salt Lake Center's online. I do like flying up there. This is,
5488 cross
in my opinion, this is the most underrated area of the country to fly in. It's absolutely beautiful up there.
8912, clear direct.
Controllers are fucking great. It's a good place to fly, boys.
Clear direct K-Pass, Delta 8912.
What is this now? Auto ATC, I guess. Descend to the Arch 2 arrival 3019er for St. Louis. Timmy, okay, fine, whatever, St. Louis. Iowa Farmer 05, I thought that was you. I was a couple planes behind you on a different runway, and yes, I'm from Iowa and a farmer. Hell yeah, brother, that's awesome, dude. It was good to see you then, I guess. I didn't really, didn't know, but that's awesome that you were a couple planes back. Very cool, brother, and thanks for doing what you do, man. Farmers are the fucking backbone of our society. We'd be kind of fucked without you guys, and same thing with like truckers and stuff. That's awesome, brother. What kind of stuff do you farm up there, like corn and soybeans and stuff like that, or like pigs? Like, what do you do, man? Matthew O says he might fly out of Salt Lake City in a bit. If you do, brother, let me know. I got the like island sim or pack sim scenery for that. And it's actually really nice, but for some reason I think it's like some kind of a conflict with my scenery ship. But I got like a million fucking light posts in the middle of like the ramp for some reason on one of the sides of the ramp. But otherwise, it's nice looking scenery. Cable guy, carry the label guy says agree. Love Salt Lake City, RTCC, RTAC. Yeah, the area is great. Yeah, it's beautiful out there. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe we'll.
Delta 8912.
Maybe we'll, I don't know. I'm listening for this guy. We're not even talking to him anymore. But maybe maybe we'll go up there if they're still online. Corn and soybeans. Oh yeah, man. So yeah, dude, I used to live in Dubuque, and I lived in like outside of Cedar Rapids for a little bit, and that's all you see is like corn and soybeans, like all throughout there.
American 2152, leave my airspace, Chicago Center's offline, frequency change approved, yeah.
We'll get it on Unicom here too, probably better.
American 1280, come through 6000. American 1280, radar contact on me.
Start our descent here into St. Louis. We got some visible moisture now, so probably turn on the anti-ice. I don't know if we're supposed to turn on the engine ice, but must have had a notification here, a little whatever you call it, not notification, but enunciator, whatever you call it. Yeah, whenever I did my flight training up in Iowa, man, like we always were told like don't if you're gonna like do an emergency landing, like don't land in the soybean fields, like because there's a lot of roots and shit, like land in the corn, because like the corn stalks will like slow your wings down as you run into them and shit, which is kind of not a great thing to think about, but it makes sense, you know. That's fucking sweet, man. Thanks, Iowa Farmer, for stopping in, man. It's good to see you, brother. All you guys watching. It's always just fun having some company. It's not like we're doing this for the fame here or anything. It's just fun to, you know, have some company as we're flying along. It's kind of boring just flying by yourself. I always want to fly with other people, but like all my boys, they just get on later than I can stay up and stuff. Alrighty. Throw the constraints on here real quick for our arrival. So below 310, which we are, and down to 280 knots. We'll pull the plug on that as late as we can because I really don't want to slow down. We got a hell of a headwind, 100 knots almost. Gonna slow us way the fuck down. It's weird, man, like, nobody thinks to fly to St. Louis, or like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's popular, really, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but like, there's always somebody coming into land, or when I'm coming into land, or like, there's always just somebody there. It's weird. Alrighty, we're coming up on our first UK, our first constraint, 280 knots, so we'll lower down a little bit. Alrighty, now we can come on down to 11,000. Start making our way down there too once we get decelled here. Yeah, Matthew, if you go out to Salt Lake, bro, I'll come fly with you, man. Go out to Jackson Hole or something like that. That'd be fun. Might just go out there anyways. It looks like a nice time right now. Alright, coming on down to 11,000. Already finding some clouds. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll just... That's 2,500 foot a minute descent, should be good. Clearly not doing something right here. Carry the label guy says, I keep missing you when I'm flying on VATSIM. I'll check in and you're being handed off. Oh, shoot, brother. I do kind of like bounce around a lot, man. Like, I never really have a set plan when I get on. I just kind of see where the bad weather is and controllers are and shit like that. But I can try and let you guys know. I just sit there and think about where I want to fly, you know, like throughout the day. And I'm like, we'll go here. I'll check the weather at work and stuff and come home and just fucking have something figured out. But carry label guy says, I'm usually flying American in a Fenix Airbus A319 or 20 or 21. I dig their routes and then aircraft choices as my sim. I guess you're saying sim pit setup for Airbus. Oh, that's nice, brother. That'd be pretty sweet. I gotta say, having a whole sim pit would be absolutely dope. No way I could pull that off with the amount of space I have in this house. Well, I could, but the wife would never let me do it. I might, I'm tempted by the Fenix, like the 319 and 321. I just don't know, you know, I bought like every fucking Boeing that there was almost. I mean, I'd sit there and it's like, okay, well, it's the same cockpit, basically. I guess you get a little better performance, maybe, but... Or different performance, but I don't know if it's really worth it to buy them. They never go on sale either, that's the other problem with that. Where are you flying right now, Carry the label guy? What's your route? Carry the label. So I have full A320 sim pit, hard to fly. Damn, dude, that sounds sick. You got it like all built out like a wood, like wood frame or whatever, plywood, I guess, or whatever you make it out of. All the screens everywhere. It's probably insane. Hard to fly Boeing with this setup. Yeah, I would imagine it's kind of backwards. So you're pretty much locked into the Airbus, but I mean it's not a bad thing either. At least you got the some of the best in the business, right, to work your planes. You got Fenix, you know, it's. Coming up on Korea nicely. Pretty little cloud layer here. Not as strong of a blanket as I was hoping for, boys. Hopefully it gets a little more socked in as we get closer. Kind of hoping for some really shitty visibility, but it looks like it's actually getting better. Carry label guy says I'm working in my office currently. I'll be flying later. Oh, awesome. Okay. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for making us a part of your work day. Always, when I'm at work, I'm always listening to like some kind of flight sim stream or something. Captain Canada's always on when I'm at work, so it's always nice. Listen to Tony's streams. I usually listen to Tony FM, his his VODs or whatever the next day after he streams. I'll listen to them at work. Full Scalarchy setup, and I use VR as well. Hell yeah, dude, that's sick. Scalarchy. VR too. I keep wanting to try VR, man. Like I have a VR. I've like tried it, I guess, but like I just can't seem to like make it work on VATSIM. Like it's too much. You know, like I rely too much on shit outside the sim. Like, and I like having my second screen here. Which I guess you could kind of make a second screen in VR and have like the little pass through and all that shit. I've tried to mess around with it. And I always just am kind of like, yeah, I just can't do this. But maybe someday. It's fun to fuck around with though. Like I want to hop in a GA plane and just go fly around. It's absolutely incredible. I got that like the MH60 was on sale. Ice not detected, so I guess we can turn that off for now. The MH60 was on sale. I was watching some guy playing VR flying that helicopter, like the Coast Guard chopper. I'm like, that would probably be awesome in VR. I might actually have to try that out. Let's just say speed error at Korea. Maybe I just have something entered wrong here, I don't know. And we're going to be at 280 knots, it should be just fine. Get our altimeter setting here for St. Louis. Gonna be 3018. Sweet, we're rocking and rolling. Carry label guy says VR is the shit. You need the VSR app to fly in VR on the sim. I'm gonna write that down, check it out. I use like virtual PC or whatever. I'll have to do some research, see what that VSR app is. Check that out real quick. NVIDIA VSR, video super resolution with virtual desktop. I think I started kind of dabbling in that. Basically lets you like upscale from a lower resolution or something, right? You can run VR and VSR shows the full. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that out and watch some YouTube videos and shit like that. It's awesome once you get it to work, and like holy shit, the immersion's insane. Like you sit in the cockpit and like look around, it feels like you're like in the cockpit. It's the coolest shit ever. I tried it and what is it, Elite Dangerous too? I used to play the fuck out of that game. And that was just insane. Like you get outside your ship and just look up and your ship's just like all over. It's massive. I wish I had VR for that. Like when I was playing that game a ton, that was such a fun game. But I'm just I've played it so much. You can run VR and VSR shows the full like VATSIM controllers, etc. That's awesome, man. Yeah, if I could like fly. I was starting to research it when I was trying this all out, but if I could like have like my second monitor just like right here and just like look over and see like VATSIM radar and like everything else, that would be handy. I know there's a way to do it. VSR is an app by Dave Black. It's able to run VATSIM shit in VR in its own window. Okay, I'll write his name down too and see. I'll do some research. Maybe we'll play around with it again. That's pretty. Thanks for the advice, there, brother. Appreciate you there, carry the label guy. Hell yeah, brother. He said you can do it in VR. That's awesome. We'll look into it some more. Alright, we're coming down on Jack here. Be on 10,000 feet. Well, we have to be between 11,000 and 10,000. Throw a little speed brake in there. Keep this descent coming down. Game changer, he says. Yeah, I would imagine that would be pretty sick. Looks like Indy Center just signed off. I got one plane on the ground in St. Louis. Where's this guy going? Omaha. 777. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna come back to the Boeings in like 6 months and just have no fucking clue how to fly them. I'm sure it'll all come back. It's like just riding a bike, I'm sure, but... Alright, we are coming down to 250 knots as we make our way into 10,000 feet. Just kind of wondering what we were doing, but that makes sense. Alright, I'll pull the speed brake back up. Doing some cloud surfing. Alrighty, let's figure out what the CTEF is here for St. Louis. 118.5, already. Get that tuned up. I gotta... .5 is set. We'll keep that ready to go. Flying these stars, man, it takes longer than the fucking flight itself, but what are you gonna do? Looks like this guy's also from Tampa. Hell yeah, brother. He's going to Atlanta, it looks like, so we'll be coming in right after he takes off. Salt Lake Center still on, beautiful. He's been on for an hour. Please don't sign off, bud. We'll maybe we'll come out and fly there. Salt Lake up to Jackson Hole, that's always a good one. Might be the move. Already make our way down to 8,000 feet here. Oh, beautiful clouds out here, boys. Beautiful clouds. Interested to see how the well, I'm also interested to see how much, I guess, the PMDG 737-800 on 2024, how much that's going to cost for the upgrade. I don't even have 2024. Like, I don't even, every time I try and play it on the Game Pass or whatever, I'm just not really, it's not really doing it for me. So probably just stick with 2020 for a while. Get the Bluebird 757. We'll play that for a while and whatever. Like, I don't really feel the need to upgrade that much. People say Sim Update 4 is, the beta's been really good, but I don't know, man. This is doing it for me. It looks good, plays good, stable. Throw on the engine, anti-ice, all this shit again here, just going back in the clouds. Check out our approach here in St. Louis, ILS 12 left. The LS-12 left for St. Louis, 108.9 is our frequency, 123 is our approach course. Glide slope intercept will be at Greep 2500. Minimums will be 741, 200 feet AGL. Touchdown elevations 541. We'll pick up, we'll come in, I think Ferris was the first one we had picked out here for our fix. And we'll come in at there 3500, descend down to 2500, pick up the glide slope down to our minimums. Missed approach procedure, straight climb to 2500, climbing a left turn in 3000, direct to toy 116.0. Looks good. I've never actually used like the in-game charts here. Wonder how this works. Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty good. See if I can like kinda, oh, I can't just hide that, I guess. Not sure much I'd actually use this, but it's kinda cool, I guess. Alright, we're gonna be down to 210 knots and between 7,000 and 8,000 here. Already looking like we're at 210. I guess I could have just looked at the tape. At Herbie, we can be down to 5,000 feet. And Buell, we want to be at 5,000 feet. We have to be at 5,000 feet. 210 knots. Alrighty, get our before landing checks here real quick. Anti-ice is on, landing lights are on. I'll turn that shit on there actually. Can arm the spoilers. There we go. Got one flaps one set. Call up CTF here. St. Louis traffic, Delta 3, 5 miles north of the field, inbound ILS-12 left, St. Louis. Here's what we came for, some shitty weather, love it. Holy fuck, sorry boys, I keep up on the chat here. Kerry Label Guy says I flew Jack to Seattle last night. That's a beautiful flight right there, hell yeah, brother. Kerry Label Guy says, also with the Airbus, you do not need to turn on anti-ice unless it shows ice detected. Oh, okay, very good, good to know. I was reading like the Fenix, I thought I read it on the Fenix thing that they said like if 3 degrees, or maybe that's like about 3 degrees Celsius or lower in icing conditions, you got to turn it on or something, but I guess if it's just on auto. Or you see ice build up on the ice detector on the center of the windscreen. I think that's that thing right there, right? I don't really see any ice there, so. Matthew O says I'm going to grab some food. I haven't fully decided about flying it, but maybe after lunch I might load the sim up. That's so weird, lunch. It's like 4:30 here. But I think Matthew O's in the Pacific time zone, so that makes sense. Fuck, we gotta descend, boys. I'm not paying attention here. Come down to 5,000. The plane's already slowed us down, so that's okay, I guess. We have to, it says we have to cross the 210 knots, but I think it'll be alright, boys. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. We can help us descend a little bit anyway. Alrighty, Ferris will be our first fix that we're going to pick up here. Give me down to 3,500 for that. I don't see any traffic on VATSIM radar, so we can start our vector and final. Here, label guy says the ECAM will tell you when the ice is detected, and then you can turn it on. It'll then tell you when ice is no longer detected, you can turn it off. Oh, okay, good to know, brother. I appreciate it. So I guess if we're in icing, I don't see anything saying ice not detected, so I guess we can turn it off. I guess if it's on auto anyways, like it'll come on if it needs to. Alrighty, we're 5,000 feet here. Extend our downwind leg just a tiny bit. Pull up that chart one more time here. Make sure we got that ready to go. Yeah, probably be good there for now. Okay, we can turn into our final approach course here. One thing I wish Airbus had, like Boeing has like a nice whole like dash line for where your heading indicator is. This is just kind of like the bug out here. The only thing I just wish I could have one from the Boeing, I guess. .174. Because like it just helps with vectoring. It helps you kind of line shit up a little better. But all right, come down to 3,500. Hit our second flaps. Bring her down to like 170 for now. Just go direct to Ferris. Good, and arm the approach. A little more flaps. Our approach speed's 137, landing speed at the VLS, I think that's what that is, 132. Matthew O says, by the way, you're flying the 60 Hours of Boston event this weekend? Yeah, I was checking that out. I was looking at that. I probably will do some flying around there in the Northeast. Absolutely. Are you planning on flying too, Matthew? Anti-ice. Ice detected, it says. So, we'll flip that on. Yeah, I could have swore I saw, like, in the, on, like, the Fenix, like, manual or whatever, it said that you had to flip it on if you're going into icing conditions. I'd have to look at it on the website. Alright, we're at 3,500 feet. Once we hit Ferris, we can come down to 2,500. Still waiting on the localizer intercept. Still like 10 miles out from the runway. There's what it said on this. I found it here. So that's an ice shedding procedure. Anti-ice activation. Ensure the engine anti-ice is on while in icing conditions. I guess the wing anti-ice may also be activated if required by the conditions. Avoid prolonged low power settings. If you're in idle, I guess that would increase the risk of ice buildup. That makes sense, I guess. In the air. Once your engine anti-ice be used during flight and icing conditions, engine anti-ice should be on whenever icing conditions are encountered or anticipated. And that's visible moisture, total air temperature is low enough. Or approaching anti-ice, or approaching icing conditions. Yeah, the only reason I'm like questioning that is because I just read that on the website, because I'm just flying in the icing conditions and they actually model it pretty good. Alrighty, I'm trying to 2,500. I think the plane's already picked up the glide slope here, but yeah, we're on the glide slope. Very good. Yeah, we can get down to our approach speed here. What's that? 137, I think it was. Oops, there we go. Keep the flaps going. We have like a tailwind as we're coming into land. That's not very good, but why are we not picking up the glide? We're too high for the glide slope, I guess. Gears coming down. Roger that, carry label guy. Matthew O says there's 2 events opposite day in the Bay and 60 Hours of Boston. Man, that'll be fun. 60 Hours of Boston, that's a lot of controlling time, boys. It's a lot of, probably have a lot of controllers, I guess, to do it though. Alright, there's our snowfall, beautiful. Landing lights are on. Yep, anti-ice, all that shit's on. Coming into our approach speed, full flaps. Speed brakes are armed, spoilers are armed. Not sure where the fuck our glides. Oh, I gotta, oh, dude, I gotta turn on the. I always forget you gotta do that shit on the Airbus. The LS, your little like indicators. I'm looking for the diamonds. I'm like, bro, where the fuck are the diamonds? All right, so actually, okay, the winds have turned around. Now we have like a little bit of a headwind, so that's good. Just go manual flying for the last 1,000 feet here, boys. Disconnect the autopilot. We'll just follow this glide path down until we see there's some lights. Probably 1-2 right, or that's probably 1-1 actually, I think. 1-1. Here's our runway. St. Louis traffic Delta 3, like a 1 mile final for 1-2 left, St. Louis. Forgot to make our little calls there, boys. Yeah, this is what we came here for, boys. Look at this. We like this snowy, shitty weather, boys. That's what we fly for here. I'd rather fly in this shit than fucking just sunny, boring weather, you know, all day. At least looks interesting. Definitely getting low. Just a displace threshold on this runway or what? I know I'm low, but holy fuck. Didn't seem like I was that low.
100.
Now it's saying I'm high. Fuck, boys.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. I don't even think I'm going to use the reversers, boys. We're just fucking chilling, getting our way in here. Alright, we'll pull her into the terminal, then we'll probably go see, take a peek where we want to fly into. Taxiway is this Echo here, Echo 1. Holy fuck, too much throttle. I didn't realize how much I pressed that. St. Louis traffic Delta 3, clear 1-2 left, taxi and Echo Hotel to the parking, crossing 1-2 right, St. Louis. Holy fuck, boys, we gotta get this thing under control. I'm just trying to figure out where we're taxiing. We were just in St. Louis, like yesterday, I think. Just been getting perpetually bad weather, I guess. Get across this runway here. St. Louis traffic, Delta 3, crossing 1-2 right, 30 left, St. Louis. I don't think there's even anybody here or even on final or anything, but whatever, I guess. St. Louis traffic, Delta 3 clear of 1-2 right, 30 left, and taxi to parking, St. Louis. We'll just pull into the first gate here and figure out where we're going to go. Landing light strobes come off, got taxi light on. That was a fun approach, got some nice crappy weather. I might have just buy like a St. Louis scenery at this point, like I've fly here enough, I guess. Seem to have enough bad weather. Alright, parking brake set. We would shut down the engines usually, but I kind of want to see where we want to fly next year, boys. Let's see here. K-level guy says, good landing. Okay, brother, I'm going to run and probably crank up the sim here in a bit. Hell yeah, brother, have fun. American 3521. Yeah, I'm going to write you on your call sign now. I got to get you added to my, whatever you call it, my friends on VATSIM. Radar. Have a good flight, brother, and have a good evening. Enjoy your sim pit, bro. That sounds fucking sick. Wish I had a sim pit. Alrighty, well, let's see. What do we want to do, boys? We can go... thinking maybe Salt Lake to Jackson Hole. That looks like a good option. Don't have any of my boys on just yet. Captain Canada's made his way into Midway, it looks like. Very cool. I guess we could do Salt Lake. Holy fuck, that's a long hiatus. We could do Salt Lake to Jackson Hole. That's always fun. Maybe we'll just do that, boys. We wanted to fly to Key West like all day long, but just haven't had the controllers on. It's 4:30 now. I got like an hour and a half, so SoCal's always nice, but see here. I can see like what kind of weather they're getting out there. Doesn't look like it's too bad out there weather-wise. Few at 3,600, Salt Lake. New Orleans, that area is getting some shitty weather right now. Overcast 1,200, holy smokes. What do we have on for controllers out here? Don't really have much. Where's New Orleans at here? Somewhere in here. We could go Atlanta Center. We could go out from Atlanta down to New Orleans. That might be a good option. Or like Memphis, maybe. There's New Orleans there. They're getting some pretty rough weather also. See, it's 2134 now, so by the time we got there, probably 2300. Yeah, New Orleans looks like it's pretty good for shitty weather, boys. Western Illinois is looking pretty rough. Figure out what we want to do, boys. I just don't know. Matthew O's eating him some lunch. Alex says, hell yeah, brother. Give K-Jack some love while you can as well. Alright. Jackson, New Orleans. Do we have any controllers on out there? Wish we had controllers on. Like Jacksonville Center needs to come on, boys. I think we might do Atlanta. How long is Atlanta to New Orleans? Let's see how far that flight is here. Pulling her up, boys. A320. Hour and 45-minute block time. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll just go ahead and do that. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do Atlanta to we'll do Atlanta to New Orleans. Nice shitty weather out in New Orleans. I doubt we'll ever get a controller. It seems like they don't really have much controllers on for New Orleans ever, but let's see, what's our runway here? Departure info whiskey. Winds are out of the east. So simultaneous departures, departing runway 8 right and 9 left. Holy smokes, boys. Sure, we'll get 9 left if we're going south. Just filing the flight plan real quick. Let's go to Atlanta. Dude, I'm waiting for this new Atlanta scenery, man, like desperately. So 9 left is our expected, so we'll just go like right here. Make sure nobody's sitting there on the game. We're good to go. Put some music on for you boys while we wait. Holy fuck. I don't know how loud that is for you, but that was really fucking loud on my end. Alrighty, we'll get this thing fired up here. Get my flight plan filed right now. The Delta 3, Atlanta to Louisiana. Expecting probably 9 left. Whatever runway, we'll figure that out for New Orleans. Alrighty, let's get her fired up, get the deers lined up. External power is coming on. Start up the APU. Nav lights coming on. Crew oxygen coming on. Doors are armed. Fuel pumps, we can get those on. Alright, we'll get those shits lining up. Let's see here. Oh, here's a banger, boys. This is the old.
Captain Burger and his jet so high. Dale by side cutting through the sky. Clouds part quick as the engines roar. Boeing 777 777 calling for more. Winds are shaking, but he holds the fight.
Just finishing up some paperwork, boys. Bounce 2, it should be good. We'll generate that.
Dale shouts louder, let the engine sing.
Get our flight plan pre-filed.
Feels the sky take wing.
Plan has been all signed in use, so I guess I have to sign out real quick.
Captain Burger flying,
There we go. Sign back in.
throw wide open, hear the freedom cry. Oh, and 777 tearing up the sky.
Alright, APU's available. APU bleeds on. We'll get our flight imported here.
It's shining with the thrill speed.
I already got a PDC. Holy smokes.
Burgers at the helm, yeah, he's taking the lead.
4165 is our squawk code.
They command the air. No fear, no doubt, they got time to spare. Oh,
Alright, Atlanta, we got live weather, time on, whatever. Okay, there we go. Disconnect the ground power. We got our APU running.
jet exhaust blazing, painting outer space.
Our flight plan here.
Captain laughs harder, this is how he feels. Flying through the fire, burning rubber wheels.
Pull our wind in.
Soar through the blue on a burning trail.
Always 100 boys, max fucking cost index. We're not trying to save any fuel around here. We were going up to 360. Ground temperature here in Atlanta is 11. It's a lot warmer than everywhere else we've been flying today. Alright, we'll go ahead and check our flight plan out. Atlanta, Pounce 2, Georgia, SGI, Ministry 1. Clear to Pounce 2 departure, Georgia transition. Gonna program 9 left. Let's see, Pounce 2 departure, Georgia transition. Go ahead and throw that in the flight plan. And what else does he say? Georgia SGI Mr. 1 into New Orleans. Georgia SGI Minister 1.
Burger firing up the Trent 8 hunches, low ceilings and bad weather he's hunting, flipping switches, fish sticks, calls ground, engines firing up, you gotta love that sound. Captain Burger tearing up the sky in his Boeing 777, heading down to Tampa, all the way from Yampa. His big steel bird flies far and low. Boeing 777.
Alright, looks good.
Freedom from dusk to dawn.
Get our performance numbers here real quick. Mass and balance. Load the plane up, fuel and people and cargo. Then to the McDo.
Captain Burger and his cat, the perfect flight team, punching through the ceiling to the bright sunshine. Clear direct docker, the
9 left. Runway should be dry, I guess.
tearing up the sky in his Boeing 777, heading down to Tampa.
Overcast. I don't see anything about rain, so it should be good there. Didn't need anti-ice. It should all be good. Calculate that. 53, flaps 1, down 2, 66 for the flex temp. Looks good. 66, yep, very good. Our pushback tug hooked up. Alrighty, let's take a look here, see, just grab our weather, get our SID briefed real quick, and then we'll be on our way. So Atlanta, departure rate is whiskey. Let's start a new page, boys. There we go. Alright, 110 at Niner, 10 such miles, Brooklyn 2700, yada yada. 3014 in the Timmy. Alright, expect RNAV off the ground, departing runway 8 right, expect RNAV off the ground, departing 9 left. Runway 9 left departures, expect intersection departure from taxiway Mike 2, okay, no problem. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions, okay. NOTAMs, operate transponder mode C on whatever, taxiways and ramps. Advise you have information on whiskey. I'm guessing we'll get 9 left, I parked right here, so if he gives me 8 right, I mean whatever, but hopefully not. We'll see what he does. IRS will line in 1 minute. We're just for that, and then we'll get pushed back, boys. Fucking IRSs take forever to align, boys. I wish I could just have it set instant. There probably is a way to do it, but uncage our standby attitude indicator here. Sweet. Yeah, once these come on, we'll be good to go. Grab our SID real fast here. Check this out. Gonna be on the, this is at St. Louis still, we gotta get this updated. Alright, Atlanta, our SID here, pounce 2. From 9 left, climbing heading 095 to intercept course 115 to Grits, and on the route to Pounce, maintain 250 knots to Heisman, top altitude 10,000. I need to double check what he cleared us to real quick. So let's see, departure, whatever, clear Pounce departure, Georgia transition, maintain 10,000 feet, okay. I'll just set that real quick just so we don't goof that one up. Alright, so basically we'll take off, go to Grits here. Then Grits, Heisman, Tyran, Pounce. Make sure all this stuff's loaded in here properly. Grits, fuck do we don't have? Grits, Heisman, Tyran, Pounce, Panther, Georgia, SGI will be out there. We should be good from there. And then this will be our arrival into, wherever the fuck we're going. New Orleans. Alright, sweet. Yeah, so this Georgia to SGI will be a long leg, 168 miles. It'll be our north and south, getting us down to New Orleans. I think we're about ready to go. That information, whiskey, 014 in the Timmy. There we go. The alley looks clear. Don't see anything on VATSIM radar. Clear behind us. We'll go ahead and push back. We need to tune our controllers in, actually. I guess we just have Atlanta Center 132.975, alright. Thought we had approach on too, but I guess they signed off. Alright, I'm pretty sure the ramp's uncontrolled out here, so we're just gonna go ahead and push back and then we'll just see what runway they give us. Okay, yeah, he says contact ground on the north end of the ramp, so that implies to me that we're getting 8 right, actually. North end of the ramp, so if we're gonna, he still wants us to contact back the north end of the ramp, we're probably getting 8 right. We need to reset this, actually. Georgia transition. We'll insert that.
And Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Delta 737, looking to pick up IFR to Reagan, PDC if possible.
Sorry, who was that?
Delta 737.
Alright, so in our case, if we're gonna do 8 right, it'll be Herschel, Pounce, Herschel, Clegg, takeoff data, okay, yep.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
Herschel,
160, descend and
Clegg, Cobb,
4,000,
Pounce,
Whoever's calling for the clearance, I
Panther,
don't know your flight
Georgia.
plan, and who called for taxi?
Southwest 336, formation whiskey, requesting taxi.
Southwest 336, runway 8 right, taxi via Echo Hotel.
We'll clear that out, check, it's good, SJI, and that'll be our arrival there.
Echo Hotel to 8 right,
I guess I could have read that and determined that we were probably getting 8 right, because he says right here, operate aircraft with mode C, contact ground on north end of ramp. So we'll call him up.
Good German cargo 457 heavy, request taxi at Atlanta.
German cargo 457, runway 9 left, taxi via Romeo, hold short 9 right at the approach end.
Taxi to runway 09 left via Romeo, hold short 9 right. German cargo 457 heavy.
Alright, well fuck it boys, we'll just see what happens. It's a fucking mystery to me.
American 953, Jacksonville closed, checking to change approved.
Parking brakes off, looks clear behind us on radar, we'll push back now.
About a 1700, turn right, heading 150, descend and maintain 3,000.
We're heading 150 down to 3,000, Delta 1700.
Delta 241, expect runway 8 left.
Okay, we'll expect 8 left, Delta 241.
And Delta 737, we just refiled, we should have it now.
Atlanta Delta 545 back.
Roger.
And Delta 1486, any chance we can get a shortcut direct to Charlie Golf India?
Alright, engine 2 started, engine 1's coming up now.
Goodbye. Delta 1486, correct. Charlie Golf India.
Direct Charlie Golf India, thank you Delta 1486.
That'll do. Parking brake set, flaps 1, arm of speed brakes.
Center Delta 1700, can you repeat the heading that you want to?
Engine 2 is started good. Oh, turn off APU bleed,
Delta
turn off the
1700,
APU.
it's 150 heading.
Beacon should have been on, taxi light on. Like everything's on, it should
Your
be.
present heading's fine, you can fly present heading.
Fly present heading, Delta 1700.
Alright, we'll go ahead and taxi our way up.
Center Southwest 3286, ready for departure one way right.
Southwest 336, RNF to Irani, runway 8 right, cliff takeoff.
Alright, that's running, good take over one way right, Southwest 336.
Get a TCAS alert for that, but I can't get a TCAS alert for like the plane that was fucking 200 feet in front of my nose DCA this morning. Makes no sense, boys. Alrighty, quick weather here, information whiskey. Atlanta Center, good afternoon, Delta 3, on the ground in Atlanta, information whiskey, holding short Foxtrot 1, looking to taxi for departure.
UPS 1312, reduce speed to 210.
210 UPS 1312.
Start at 1700, reduce speed to 210.
D10, 1700.
Start at 241, turn right, heading 160.
Of course, he has like 600 things to say after that.
4000.
Alright, 165, 4000, Delta 241.
Delta 3, Atlanta Center, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 3. Well, we don't have our
336, radar
takeoff
contact,
speeds real fast, we can just recalculate that. Take 2 seconds.
I'm at 10 follow 39 Southwest 236.
United 3455, contact Memphis Center 132.55.
Black Mick do disagree. Wants flaps 2 for runway. Thank you, airplane. Go flaps 2.
1700.
Parking brakes released. What do we want to do here? 8 right via Foxtrot and Hotel.
11 o'clock in 10 miles, report the field inside.
Roger, we'll call it when inside UPS 1312.
First, take a right and then a quick left.
3000, turn left heading 120 to join the localizer.
Guy does not sound like he's from Georgia, boys.
3000 left heading 120 to join the localizer UPS 1312.
Alright, we got a good takeoff config. It's weird, we were on 9 left and then we switched over to 8 right and has us going flaps 2 instead of flaps 1, but I guess that happens. Alright, Foxtrot Hotel, so we'll bang a left here on Hotel. Says, thought it says Foxtrot, but fuck it, I guess. There's runway 8, right.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon, Southwest 4815, flight level 320.
Actually, UPS 1312, the weather's gone down. You're clear ILS from runway 8 left approach.
What we like to see, boys, the weather going down. Now he's scrambling to punch all that shit into his fucking FMC before he has to land.
Southwest 4815, Atlanta Center, welcome. UPS 1312, you're clear ILS from runway 8 left approach.
Roger, clear ILS approach 8 left, can we have field inside UPS 1312.
Start at 1700, 7 miles to Fernie, turn left heading 120, maintain 3000 till established, clear ILS from runway 9 right approach.
Heading 120, maintain 3000 to establish an ILS, clear ILS approach, runway 9 right, and 1700 field inside.
Chicago 457 heavy, holding short 9 right.
German Cargo 457, cross runway 9 right at the approach and hold short 9 left.
Crossing 98 right, correction 09 right, and holding short 09 left, German Cargo 457 heavy.
Start at 1700, do you know what altitude you broke out at?
It was pretty thick, it was about 4,000 and about 3,200, really got clear.
Very good, thanks.
Fuck's sakes, everybody keeps fucking talking at the same time. I'm trying to talk.
Start at 756, maintain flight level 350.
Thank you. Air's a little thicker than I expected up here.
Center, Delta 3, holding short of 8 right at Hotel, ready for departure.
UPS 1312, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Good land, runway 8 left, UPS 1312.
Delta 3, RNF to Herschel, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 8 right, and RNAV Herschel, Delta 3. There's that UPS coming into land. He looks like he's having some fun right now, boys. Kind of wish we could sit here and watch him, but we're already... parking brakes up.
1700, caution wake chambers, the heavy 777 departs to parallel.
Yo, look at that guy, MD-11, baby.
457 heavy, RNF to light S, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
Fuck, we have the coolest hobby boys I just heard. It's cool as shit.
German Cargo 457 heavy.
Start at 241, reduce speed to 210.
Alright, 210, Delta 241.
Holy fuck, you can definitely hear that guy. Alright, lining up here, right. Landing lights can come on, strobes are on. Go ahead and spool up the engines. Company traffic down there. What do we got over here? It's like a fucking budget Spirit plane. Alright, throttle toga. Rocking and rolling, boys. We'll go Arnev to Herschel. Up to 10,000 feet.
Number 1, Whiskey, Quebec, clear direct boobs.
Clear direct boobs, is that what he said?
Say again for Whiskey Quebec.
Clear direct boobs.
Boots, maybe?
Clear direct boobs.
If you want to rotate.
One name.
Positive rate. Gear is up. Hell yeah, boys. Blasting off out of Atlanta. I love this airport. We'll go RNAV to
Southwest
Herschel.
4815, just going to maintain flight level 310.
China 310, Southwest 3.
Autopilot's on. We'll start our turn. Autopilot disconnected because we weren't climb, I guess. Alright, autopilot's on. Make sure we're going to Herschel here, boys.
UPS 1312, go around.
Uh-oh, fuck that.
241, turn left heading 070, turn to localizer, report the field inside. Oh, correction.
Jesus.
070,
Jeez, dude. Jeez Louise. He's right there.
070 to join the localizer,
Oh.
Delta 241.
UPS 1312, turn left heading 300.
What's our
maintain
fucking
4,000.
throttle doing, boys? Are we in the climb detent right now?
300, maintain 4000 UPS.
Or are we fucking stalling right now, boys? God dang, the autopilot keeps fucking disconnecting.
Center, United 617, 51270.
What is going on with this
United
fucking plane, boys?
617, Atlanta, and welcome.
Alright, well, we're just actively recovering from a stall.
Southwest 4815. Traffic is 12 o'clock and about 10 miles westbound, flight level 300.
We're in the
Alright, boys.
clouds right now. We're not able to see him.
We're under control. I don't know what the fuck just
all
happened,
good,
boys.
just an advisory. And 1486, Nancy, traffic 12 o'clock and about 5 miles now, flight level 32, descending to 31. It's just an advisory.
Alright, flaps are coming up. I don't know what the... Sorry, boys, that was a little crazy. Herschel.
Data 241, just going to maintain 3000, good ILS runway 8 left approach.
Autopilot
Alright,
engaged.
3000, clear for the ILS-8, left approach, Delta 241.
UPS 1312, turn left heading 275, maintain.
Where are you going,
210
autopilot? Holy fuck, boys. I guess we're just hand flying this thing.
And when able to have the reason for the going.
We'll just get around the corner here, boys, and we'll get this stabilized. We're having a shit show of a fucking problem with this plane right now, boys.
UPS 1312, when able to have reason for going around.
Due to late touchdown, UPS 1312.
Roger. Southwest 4815, just going to maintain flight level 240.
240, Southwest 48.
Data 1486, track Memphis, center 132.55.
3255, having 1, Delta 1486.
So, yeah. Data 241, wind 1007, runway 8 left, good winds.
Alright, clear to land 8 left, Delta 241.
Delta 1700, cross runway 9 left at Kilo, join Mike to parking.
Crossing another kilo, join Mike for the parking of 1700.
Delta 3, radar contact altitude.
6,500 per Delta 3.
Delta 3, climb maintain flight level 360.
I maintain 360, Delta 3.
German cargo 457, radar contact altitude.
Indicated passing 6,000 now.
German cargo 457, thanks, climb maintain flight level 410. Correction 310.
I was about to ask, maintaining flight level 310, German cargo 457.
UPS 1312, turn 10 degrees left.
I gotta go back and see what the fuck happened with that autopilot, boys. I was having a stroke or something. I think I was just looking at that guy going around. That was freaking me out, boys. It's not like it really matters. He's not gonna fucking hit us or anything.
Turn left heading 265.
Heading 265 UP 1312.
Southern Delta 3216, flight level 220, climbing 320.
Delta 3216, Atlantis and welcome.
We're just gonna have flyer, boys. I don't know if I'm just gonna fly everybody hand all the way down to New Orleans.
See ya.
Having a hell of a time with that fucking autopilot. Something was fucked up with that thing, man. I don't know. We'll get her managed here. Just had to fucking take the controls and. Alright, we're going to Cobb now. We'll get turned here and then we'll get the autopilot. Goodness gracious, man. That was. We were actually fucking stalling, I think.
Delta 1700, what else? Sorry, I already asked you to share.
Alright, we'll go direct Cobb.
Southwest 2815, cross chipper at maintain 13,000. And
Like, why doesn't the plane want to manage this ship? Where is it?
Our shipper at maintain
Up to 360, we're cleared to. About 49,000, fuck. Like, I don't know why it's not wanting to go into manage mode
Delta
here.
545, Washington Center is closed, frequency change group.
I'll just get this turned around here until we can.
Delta 545, Washington Center closed, frequency change approved.
Alright, so it's not wanting to go into like manage mode. Accelerate to 280. What am I doing wrong, boys? Auto throttle, autopilot engage. Going direct to Cobb. Alright. There we go. I think we're on course now. Speed can be managed by the plane. I don't know what the fuck it is. Must have goofed up something, boys, but we survived, so. Watch your pitch with takeoffs. Most of the time, that's why the autopilot disconnects. Thanks, you, Matthew. Appreciate that. At least we figured her out. I must have been climbing too steep. I usually climb like too shallow. Unless that was the problem, I don't know. Lever climb, yeah.
Delta 241 is clear of 8 left.
Misco said lever climb. I was trying to fight with her to get her into climb all the while. I think you forgot to bring your throttle levels back to climb, and that affects the autopilot. Need to get in the climb phase. Thanks, Menisco. I'll try to be more careful with that, I guess. But it'll be like the first part of my climb out is just fucking get that throttle lined up. It seems pretty reliable with catching the climb detent, but sometimes I just have to battle that shit. But we're all good. We're also looking out our windows seeing a fucking MD-11 coming at us at like 300 knots. Not really that fast, but a little dramatic. Just lost my cool, boys. A little scared there, boys. Shouldn't take the good Lord's name in vain. Just freaking out, boys. We're climbing nicely, going up to 36,000 feet. 260 knots. We can be even 280 knots, but I guess usually it climbs a little faster than that. Let's go ahead and give her a little zoomaroony out of here. We're heading into Pounce right now. Speaking of Pounce, I need to go find fish sticks. Well, if you just joined us, we just nearly stalled climbing out of fucking Atlanta. We had an MD-11 going missed right next to us on 8 left. It was actually really fucking cool, but then we just had to manage the clever to climb, I believe, like Menisco was saying here. That had me a little rattled, boys. That was fun, though. Well, not really, but, you know, at least we figured it out. We're still on the climb phase. Check the prog page. Could be...
ES1312, turn left heading 110.
Let's see, because, like, we're in a climb D10. Is that what you're talking about?
Turn left heading 110 UP32.
I'm sorry for taking you out that far. I forgot about you.
So, Prague. We're going up to 360. Is this what you're talking about, the Prague page here? Climb. I pretty much just put it right in the climb detent. The throttle's not really Figure it would be a little bit higher. We'd be cruising up, climbing up at like 280 or something. It's asking for levering to climb, I believe. Got it there. I don't know why we're not. It seems like we should be climbing at like 280 or something. It says climb, so I guess you're okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I guess, like, I don't know. Usually if I move it out of there. I'm like thinking it's weird that we're climbing at 240 knots. Like, shouldn't we be climbing at like 280? We'll just fucking manually, just stupid ass. Maybe it's something to do with.
Yes. 1312. Join the electrolyzer and clear ILS.
I mean, it should be nosing down to 280 right now.
Clear ILS 8 left approach, UK 32.
Altitude, oh shit, 36,000. Let that manage that. And we'll go, maybe that's something.
3216, descend via the 5th free arrival.
Alright, now it's accelerated. Push altitude.
Descend via the 5th free arrival.
Thanks, Menisco. Yeah, that's what it was. Push altitude and started climbing down. It wasn't letting me. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. You guys are helping me with this Airbus thing. I've got it mostly figured out, I guess, but sometimes weird shit will happen, and that's so you just gotta know what to do. Appreciate the help, boys. Once we get, let's see here, Atlanta Center.
Number 40 Victor, descend via the 5th free arrival.
This must have been the guy that went around right here. Yeah, he actually, at least he like turned right away, because we would have been right in his fucking glare shield. We would have been right, just bugging a little bug on his, smash on his windshield.
And Atlanta Center, Delta 737, holding short runway 9 left at Mike 2.
Delta 737, RNF to LADS, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
RNF to LADS and clear takeoff, Delta 737.
I guess we're not going to make it into Memphis Center, but...
Expect runway, expect the ILS 8 left.
ILS 8 left.
Menisco says push speed. Alright, we'll go to manage speed now, I guess. It should... There we go. Because, yeah, that should be dashed, usually. I just kept... I think because I had the altitude not pushed in, it was... Alright, now it's... Thanks, Menisco. I'll be stalling out at, like, fucking 30,000 feet with you guys. Without you guys. Alright, now we're all good. Speed mode's managed, altitude's managed, everything's managed. Airplane's happy, it gets to do what it wants to do. I just have to sit here and... Can I like pull the little, see pedals? Can I like pull the tray out to eat my fucking food? Is that a thing? Oh hell yeah, boys, look at the tray. That's the first time I've ever pulled out the tray since I bought the Fenix like a couple weeks ago. Now I don't know how to put it back though, what's the problem? Gotta be a click spot around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Look at that beautiful sky, boys. Logging some fucking hours today, boys. This is like, I don't even know how many flights we've done today. JFK to DC, DC to Myrtle Beach to Midway. I guess that's 3. We just did Indianapolis to St. Louis is 4. This is flight number 5. This is probably the last one for the day.
Runway 8 left, UK 32.
Once we get clear of Atlanta's airspace here in just a jiff, I'll go try and find Fish Stick so you guys can see her. It's been a while. I don't know where she's... Usually makes her rounds in here, but she is not in here. Looks like our boy Tony's controlling the LA South Tower. Very cool. Not climbing very fast. Yeah, it seems like we're climbing slow as shit, 1,000 feet a minute. Gotta go all the way up to 360. We have like a 77 knot headwind. I don't think that would really matter though. Throttle to climb, nav. I'm not exactly sure. Mach 0.79. But it's got indicated here, so I don't know.
Southwest 18, correction, Southwest 4815, turn right heading 160, just to maintain 4,000.
Unless I just like
We're
pull
heading
back,
160 into 4,000.
climb at like 0.78 maybe. Steepen up the approach a little bit for us. It probably is something I did to get it set so low, because I don't, that later it's coming up a little faster. Alright, we can disarm the ground spoilers now that we're like 27,000 feet. Let's go, or I'm sorry, Speedbird 85 says, try a A321 into Aspen out of Denver. Good fun. Aspen, I would imagine that would be, your brakes would be scorching after that one, probably, right? Sounds like a good time, little Speedbird. I'm always up for a fun little challenge, you know? I'll probably pick up, I don't know, I might pick up the 321 and the 319, down the line, I don't know. I think the next plane I'll buy will be the, Bluebird 757. We'll just fly the fuck out of that thing for a long time, boys. I bought the A350 while it was on sale, so we'll probably get into that thing in like another couple months here. I'm just gonna stick with this plane for a while. Looks okay now. It unfucked itself. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what I did. I pulled the knob back out to 0.78 just to get the climb going. Seemed like it gave us a little boost on the climb. Not sure what. I probably was fucking just freaking out trying to recover from whatever was going on earlier. $75 the beast. What does that mean, brother? Alright, let's go take a little walk through the cabin here, boys. See what's going on back here. Looking beautiful. Doesn't seem like this thing has any, it's like no first class configuration at all.
Atlanta Center, good evening, UPS 311, flight level 330.
Oh, 757, brother. Yeah, what the fuck am I thinking? 75. Yeah, 75, man. I'm looking forward to it, boys. Hopefully, I don't know if we're getting the 200 and the 300 or, not exactly sure. So Menisco says, you know what the most asked question Airbus flying is? What is it doing now? Yeah. It's kind of like flying a computer, basically. Gotta make sure your inputs are good and make sure it's doing what you want it to do, I guess. Just gotta monitor the shit out of it. I'm enjoying this plane though. That was like the first like real crazy shit that I've had happen. Like I think it was something to do like with the climb lever, like you were saying, Menisco, or pitch attitude maybe. But I mean, really, I've had a great time with this plane. I haven't had any weird shit like that happen. Might have just been too distracted by that guy going around on the parallel runway. That was like freaking me out or something. Not that it really matters. It's not like we're gonna die if he hits us. Just fully immersed, boys. Flight directors are off for some reason. Fucking, who knows what's going on, boys. Alright, we'll begin our turn to the south here shortly. Make our way into New Orleans. New Orleans is that's probably Houston Center. I don't think that's Jacksonville Center. Yeah, it's probably Houston. Let's go ahead and see what the weather's doing down there in New Orleans, just for fun. Moderate VFR, that sucks. It was pretty earlier. Yeah, it's not too bad now. It sucks. Time is it now? 22:19 Zulu. It looked like it was pretty bad for a while. We'll see what happens if the cloud layer comes in or not. It was looking like it was going to be coming in. Low ceilings and shit here on the ceilings visibility chart.
Reduced beta 210.
210 options for you.
There's New Orleans there. This is present time 22:19. Figure we get there in like an hour.
Good Surgeon 12. Thanks for the HC. Have a nice.
Yeah, we might get some rain showers. I don't know if we're going to be socked in IFR though, like we were going into St. Louis, but.
Delta 3216, expect runway 9 right.
Expect 9 right, Delta 3216.
Southwest 4815, you're 8 miles to Shell. Turn left heading 120, maintain 4,000 to established. Clear ILS runway 8 left approach.
See, our departure went there when we were having a stroke. Actually, it wasn't terrible, I guess. Alright, coming up on our cruise altitude, we'll get leveled off and accelerate a little more. Get this flight done, boys. See, check speed mode, of course. Put her into. I don't want to manage it. Actually, I want to go as fast as we physically can, boys. So Mach 8.81, 116 knot headwind. Holy smokes! Check out our arrival. See, boys. New Orleans. Oh, shoot. Alright, so we're going to come off a SJI, SEMS, whatever, VOR, then Bugle, Gulfport VOR, Mudda, Celery, Minister, Slid, got to be at 11,000 feet, 250 knots. And then we're shooting the, what was it, the 1-1, so that'll be this one here.
So 404 Scorpio Charlie, runway 9 left, taxi me up Mike 2.
Charlie, Mike 2, those 40.
Looks like the winds are 080 at 9, so yeah, 1-1 would still be a good runway for us. Fucking landing lights are still on. Well, if anything, we might get a nice sunset coming in. Nice little orange hues on the clouds there. Might be pretty for us coming in there. I don't even think.
Southwest 360, direction Southwest 336, Indy Center close, check complete champion crew.
Southwest 336,
Menisco said, I've got the 319, 320 Neo, and 330 900. Tallest planes for X-Plane 12. Oh, awesome, man. Hey, at the top of anything, use the fucking checklist. Yeah, that's for sure. I got the checklist here. I was just kind of rushing to get out, and it's my own fault. Probably something maybe something I goofed up. But yeah, the checklists are definitely helpful. eventually you kind of memorize stuff, but like it's always good to go back through after you set everything up and just double check it with the checklist.
Delta 404 on it to ladder from an left cliff takeoff.
Yeah, still rarely do. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Yeah, I'll usually just kind of do everything by memory, and if it's a plane like I really know, like the 777 or something, I don't even reference them. But yeah, usually you can get it started up, get your flight plan import and all that stuff, and then just do final checks right before you kind of push. Just always good to check it with the checklist. I definitely agree with that. Just don't have First Officer Fish Sticks today. She's AFK, so it's kind of. I think really we can blame everything on Fish Sticks not being here, probably. But we'll go scoop her up here. I think she's just laying on the back porch or something.
Atlanta, good afternoon, Bonnie 218 International Rampuri for taxi information Yankee.
We'll be in this guy's airspace for a while still, but once we're out, I'll go grab her. Probably be descending by then. Try and go find her. Probably could grab her now, she's not going to call me, but
on the left, Mike
never know.
2, Bonnie 280.
Kind of the worst part about VATSIM, like I wish I could like transmit from like, if I had like a Bluetooth headset or something.
Atlanta Center, Delta 518.
Like I could hear the calls coming in if I could like transmit from the headset somehow. So like if he calls me, I'm in the other room, I could be like, oh, descend and maintain whatever, and then I can just run back here and do it real quick, but. Kind of the drawback about it, I guess. Feel like you're like tied to the desk or whatever. But. Yeah, Fish Sticks his job. D Blacks. Yeah, that's right, brother. Old Fish Sticks. Got to do the checklist for me. Tune in some frequencies.
Center, Delta 404 2000 10,000.
Delta 404, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 250.
I maintain 250, Delta 404.
Hey, let's take a peek what we got here this weekend. We got Cold Start FNO. So it says bundle up and fire up those engines. It's time for the Cold Start FNO. Kickoff Boston Virtuals ATC RTAC's annual 60-hour winter marathon with a frosty Friday night across the Northeast Corridor from 2359 to 04 Zulu. On Friday the 5th, Boston, New York, and Washington RTACs will team up to bring you wall-to-wall coverage from New England to the Mid-Atlantic. No featured fields at this time. Kind of just do whatever you want to do. And concurrently, ZBW will be hosting the 60 hours of BV RTAC event. This is a one-of-a-kind ATC marathon event. Boston will be staffed continuously for 60 hours through the weekend on December. Is that the Crossfire one? Matthew was talking about something going on like that during that too. Also, maybe that's what he was talking about. See here. What do we got? Oh, Saturday. Maybe this is what he's talking about. Opposite Day in the Bay. Oakland RTAC. This is on Saturday. It was for our fourth rendition of Opposite Day in the Bay. This time of year when weather gets weird, it's time to adapt. Fly the stars only seen in the wintertime. So new views to experience. Come and fly the Bay Area during the Upside Down Day. Event stars, SFO from the north. They tell you what to fly there. I'm a little confused by that. Like, do you fly SFO, Oakland, and so you fly like the other airport's star or something? Is that what that's saying? I'm not really following, boys. Yeah, looks like we got some fun stuff this weekend. We'll definitely be partaking if we can here. Always like me a good event, boys.
Delta 3216, reduce speed to 210.
210, Delta 3216.
What's your boys' favorite Christmas movie? If you're still watching this here. Gotta watch some Christmas movies, boys. Home Alone's pretty great. The old Santa Claus, Miracle on 34th Street. We got a lot of good Christmas movies, boys. I'll have to fire some up here this weekend, probably this week. Oh boy, oh boy.
Surgeon 93, Jacksonville, Plymouth Grove, frequency change approved.
Thank you for ATC, sir. 122.8, Virgin 93, bye-bye.
Total 3216, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Delta 3216.
Number 42 Victor, expect runway 9 right.
This guy's got 33 hours on C1. 959 totals of time. Holy
9
shit.
right.
A lot of time, boys.
Runway.
Actually, sir, you're parking up at the FBO, aren't you?
Like old Captain Canada's just now leaving
42
Midway. Holy
Victor,
fuck,
expect runway
boys.
8
It's
left.
a long day of flying. I say that, but I've been flying all day too.
42 Victor, expect runway 8 left.
Yeah, this is our longest leg here. Probably once ever we get clear of ATL's airspace, we'll hit the Dale button at 2x speed for a little bit just to kind of get us there. I got to get off here shortly, but I'll go try and find fish sticks for you guys. Bring her in here. The Exorcist is your favorite Christmas movie? Is that really a Christmas movie there, bud?
Center using Delta 19er Echo on the ground.
On the west coast, the wind is... she says, Miska says, on the west coast, the wind is rarely coming from the east. All those stars are really filling. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess that's what they were meaning, like the weather's changing or something. Interesting.
Sorry, last aircraft taken.
That makes sense, actually, yeah, because like LA and San Diego rarely run eastern ops. Thanks, Menisco, for explaining it all to me, brother.
Echo Hotel 8 right, Delta 19er.
Yeah, sarcasm. I mean, Jurassic World, it's a Christmas movie. There's like a brief 30 seconds of Christmas music in the background when they're like sending the kids off at the beginning there, so a Christmas movie.
Good afternoon.
Die Hard, obviously, good Christmas movie. I still got to see that new Jurassic World movie. I heard it's kind of like, no, it's not really. I mean, I figured it's not going to be the same. Stranger Things. I won't spoil anything, boys, but that Stranger Things, like the new ones, that was pretty cool too. Gotta say, I like that a lot. Looking forward to the last, like, finale and whatever. I saw they're doing some of the last episode for the series finale. They're going to put that in some theaters. Not that I would ever do that because that involves going somewhere and being around other people, which sounds fucking horrible.
Delta 89er Echo, we're coming up 8 right, we're ready.
Total 19 Echo, RNF to Ronnie, runway 8 right, let's take off.
RNF Ronnie, clear for takeoff, 8 right, Delta 19er Echo.
We're the definition of chilling right now, boys. This is like a 120-mile leg right here.
Center number 42 Victor, I just continued the approach to rise or gas.
I'm sorry, second.
Say again? I think this guy's like from Australia or something. He must just have like a weird schedule or something, because I get up like early as shit, usually like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I'll get on and like no controllers around in the US. But like there's people on in Australia, so it's like 9 in the PM when I get up. here. I've thought about flying out there. I might do that.
617, Jacksonville close, frequency change group.
Because Australian people seem chill as fuck. Like every Australian purple I've talked to is they're fucking cool.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Delta 1089 with you, flight level 300.
Delta 20, correction, Delta 1089, Atlanta Center, welcome. Delta 3216, turn right, heading 360.
Right, 360, Delta 3216.
Hey, I'll try and stream more after work, boys. Minisco said, you saw what you say here. I noticed that this morning I flew somewhere, I can't remember where, but there were no controllers in the U.S. Except I think Boston. Yeah, I've been on like all day, man. I like got off to eat some lunch and then I like did some shit in my garage for like an hour or two. But yeah, this morning since I got on at like 8, we had like JFK Tower was on and then like some random controller like fucking Pittsburgh ground or something like that. But there wasn't like anybody on this morning. There's like never, yeah, Minisco's definitely an Aussie. Yeah, I would agree. There's like never anybody on early in the morning, especially weekdays. But eventually we got some people signing on for Captain Canada, which is great.
3216, you're 10 miles to Burnie, turn right heading 070, maintain 4,000, correction, 3,000 till established, clear ILS, runway, known right approach.
That's what I was saying, like, we gotta...
070, 3,000 to establish, cleared, 9 right, ILS, approach Delta 3216.
We gotta, like, go into the retirement homes with, like, VATSIM controlling software and be like, hey, boys, and girls, who cares? We could be like, you want a new fucking hobby? How about you control on VATSIM? Because, like, old retired people have nothing else to do. They sit there and watch their fucking, like, soap operas and whatever and read the paper or whatever old people do. It's like, why don't you come control on VATSIM during the week, during the mornings, boys?
Echo radar contact, climb maintain flight level 340.
This guy's typing away, you can hear him. You definitely got to be sharp to do that shit. I don't know how sharp your average old geezer is in the retirement home, but do a little test or something.
November 42 Victor, reduce speed to 210.
210.
The current time in Australia, it's 9:37 in the morning on a Tuesday. So yeah, it's perfectly reasonable to be on, I guess, if he's like actually in Australia. But she might not be, he might be like in the US or somewhere, or Canada, who fucking knows, boys. But this is kind of like prime time for us here, coming up right after work and everything. 5:37. I'll try to do some more streams, boys, like during the week. I'll try and get on after work. At least a couple, 2-3 days out of the week. Do a little couple of 2-hour stream or something or other.
Delta 3216, you look a little high. Are you able to accept the approach or do you want to be swung around?
Let's see, Matthew O says, Captain Berger, I could see you controlling at LA with me and Tony on VATSIM. Yeah, man.
Turn right, heading 180.
I could see, like, maybe one day. I've, like, the idea has entered my mind, man.
Right, 180, maintain 3,000.
Minisco says I'd be good at it, I guess, yeah. I don't know, it's entered my mind, like, I could get on there, it'd be, the stress would just get to me, though, boys, but I'm sure it's, like, fun, but stressful. I feel like I'd start tubing and just get frustrated. But I guess you start at like small ass airports. Like if I could just do San Diego, like just give me fucking San Diego ground, boys. Just taxi via Bravo or whatever. It's super easy. I suppose I mean, fuck, it's insane watching like watching Tony and those guys do their when they like live stream the control and shit. That's absolutely nuts, boys. Like it's impressive. Especially like the approach, like every one of them is impressive, man. Like it's just like keeping all that shit together. To be very organized. But maybe someday I could come out to ZLA out there with you. But that would definitely be the one I would pick if I was gonna pick one. I would definitely pick ZLA because that's where the fucking squad's at, boys. Got Swedish fishes out there now.
United 230, Atlanta Center to send via the Chisley 6 arrival, Charlotte landing north, Charlotte altimeter 3024.
North, send via United 230.
Delta 3216, 10 routing 275.
Right, 275, Delta 3216.
Remember 42 Victor, descend and maintain 4,000. American 10, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Hello.
Delta 1089, descend via the 5th ray arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3013.
Descend via the 5th re-arrival, altimeter 3013 for the 1089.
JFK controller that was on this morning, I feel like I've heard him on in the mornings. Like he must just control every day or something like that. Because like there's been other days where I've been controlling and I like recognize his voice kind of.
Number 1 Whiskey Quebec, connect Memphis Center 132.55.
We should be getting handed off here soon. Once we do, I'm gonna hit the Dale button. We'll get us up to SJI, whatever that is.
Number 1 Whiskey Quebec.
Sems, Mobile, Alabama.
3216, 10 routing 360.
Right, 360, Delta 3216.
November 421 Whiskey Quebec.
Go find fish sticks.
Delta 404 descend via the Jonesy 5 arrival, Charlotte landing north, the Charlotte altimeter 3024.
Send via Jonesy 5 arrival, landing north, 3024, Delta 404.
You've got a small flight control issue. Is it okay if you remain here for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, you guys do have a good bunch out there.
Yeah, actually, can you go full
Sounds like you, I mean, honestly, like anytime I've gone to ZLA, it's like the controllers have been top of the line, boys. They're very good. Sounds like they have to deal with a lot of bullshit though, like pilots doing stupid stuff all the time.
3216, 5 miles to Bernie, 10 rating 070, maintain 3000 to established, clear ILS to remain on route approach.
But I guess that's anywhere you go, but big airports are going to have a congestion of stupid shit. We gotta try out like fucking train simulator or boat simulator or something like that. You guys ever play that shit, boys?
After getting crashed.
Sorry, second.
Delta 737, we're back on the ground at Atlanta after a gain crash.
I got it. Number 41 Whiskey Quebec.
41 Whiskey Quebec, go ahead.
It's never a dull day on VATSIM, especially at LAX. Yeah, man.
Center 132.55.
132.55 for respect.
Delta 3, Houston Center closed, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, thanks for service, Delta 3. So,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Delta 3216, remain on right, clear to land.
Not sure what I just, I like pressed something on my keyboard, not sure what it just hit, but I heard something switch.
Center, good evening. Legion 612 is 19,000 for 35.
Wasn't the speed brakes? What the fuck did I press, boys? Alright, let me go, we'll get over to Unicom real quick, and then, let's see, we're still coming up on this Mobile, VOR, SEMS, whatever it is. Altitude cruise, nav. Alright, let me go find fish sticks, boys, and then I'll be right back, and we'll hit the Dale button and get ourselves... God dang it, I gotta update my Volanter. Let's import this real quick out of flight plan, boys. There we go, now it should pop up on the top of the screen. I always forget to do that. I'm just not used to doing it, but it is a nice little thing to have. Alright, let me go find fish sticks. I'll be right back, boys. Let's see here, just game. We'll be right back, boys. Fish sticks, where are you at? Alright boys, I found her. She was sleeping in the other room. Let's see, there you go. There's old Fish Sticks. Just immediately starts cleaning herself. Alrighty, coming up to Mobile VOR. This is taking fucking forever, so we're gonna hit the, I'll just verify there's nobody in our path here. Like there's absolutely nobody. That guy's going to New Orleans also. I think if we just turbo button ourselves to the top of the descent or something to this SGI, we'll just do that. It's not going to affect anything for anybody here. And we'll start getting set up for our arrival. So I have to get off here pretty quickly, boys. Pretty quickly. I'm making me some nachos tonight. It's going to be delicious. Yeah, brain's been pretty fried, boys. I've been on here like all fucking day. I'm kind of just having a hard time right now figuring out what buttons to press. Alright, 4 times, boys. We're just going to zoom ourselves up to this top of the descent, more or less. Shouldn't interfere with anybody's enjoyment of the game, so... Try and squeak in before this guy here. Guy's flying from somewhere in South America, I guess, to New Orleans. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll just kind of squeeze in front of him. See how the Fenix does with 4 times speed, taking a turn here. Sometimes you do this shit on the 777 and it's like starts getting a little squirrely, or the PMDG planes, but... We'll get up to this like Gulfport VOR and then we'll start our descent, boys. As it's coming in nicely, it'll be perfect, boys. Mobile, Alabama. Never been to Mobile. Been through Alabama, but never been to Mobile. Alabama seems like a pretty nice place, boys. Nice people out there. Fish Sticks, where are you going? You got to stay. Where you can't. You got to stay in your little spot. Oh, okay. Hello. What are you doing? Fish Sticks, you better not press something on the keyboard and crash us. All right, we'll go ahead and about top of descent here. We'll just get to this top of descent marker and we'll. Alrighty, sim rate's a lifesaver, boys. Sticks is now sitting on my lap. Well, it's good to have you. At least you're in here now. Alrighty, so we can come down to 11,000 feet. We got to be up by slid, so we'll just make our way down, boys. Oops, not to 100 feet. That'd be a little low. Let's go. Open descent. We'll just get her coming down, boys. If I do want that extreme, what the fuck am I doing, boys? It's been a long day. Let's do a nice 2,500 foot a minute descent. It should be. Alright, speed's managed, altitude coming down to 11,000 feet at 2,500 feet a minute. Should be just fine. Let's get our destination data in here. Fish Sticks, bro. Quick along my shirt. Alright, we're getting it. We're entering it right now, boys. Alrighty, pulling up to the New Orleans weather. So 080 at 9er will be our wind. It's pretty mild. Looking to land runway 11. 060 at 9er. I was looking at the TAF, my bad. 060 at 9er. Temperature 16. Nice and warm, boys. QNH will be 29908. On the transition altitude. Beautiful, boys. I think we were shooting the ILS, what were we doing? ILS 11. So ILS 11, it's gonna have us, barrelmans will be 203, practically like below sea level out there in New Orleans. Alright, sweet. Go back to real time here. I guess we are still, I don't know, 4:55. I'm just gonna reset that because that doesn't seem right. 4:50. What time is it now? Yeah, it's 5:50. That's right. There we go. Alright, we're descending just fine. We're gonna be down to slid here. Be on 11,000 feet. We'll have to slow down a little bit too. I guess the cool thing about controlling would be, cause like every time I get on and like I want to fly with my boys, like Tony will be controlling, and it's like, bro, whenever he's actually flying, like I'm so stoked cause I can fly with him, but whenever I get on and he's controlling, it's like, alright, yeah, it's cool, I can go fly there or fly out of there, but then I only talk to him for like fucking 30 seconds and then that's it. Not that we talk when we fly, but you know, it's like, you're kind of just chilling with them, interacting with them, and your boys, like when Swedish, like I like when they're flying, we can fly together. We're kind of just going along together, like we're in it together, but not like it really, makes no sense, I guess, but it's just fun being there together, and Spirit boys flying together. In Spirit Airlines, haven't even flown Spirit yet since we've been flying Airbus. Probably won't ever. Pretty much just Delta and JetBlue, it's all I've been flying, boys. See where this other guy is here. He's way out there still. What's he flying? A CRJ 1000. I don't even know where he came from. Where did he come from in a CRJ? Somewhere down there, like, where is that? Haiti? I don't know what the country right next to Haiti is. I'm just ignorant. Oh, the Dominican Republic. Okay. Holy fucking shit, we got New Orleans ground. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Ground point niner. Alright. Maybe we'll get lucky and get an approach controller or something. I don't know. For now, we'll have ground in our backup. Look at this cool sunset, boys. We'll be in the clouds here in just a few seconds, probably, but for now, we enjoy the sunset. Looking beautiful. I guess since we, look at it's like turning into Jupiter outside, boys. Since we got a controller on with some ATIS, we can double check this here. Armstrong, New Orleans Airport, information Lima. 0609 9 such miles, overcast 10,000. Okay. ILS 11 approach, that's what we're doing. Alright, information Lima. Well, if the overcast layer is at 10,000, we should be popping out of here a little after we make our final descent here. Semi setting was 2.9 or 9 or 8. Alright. Yeah, Menisco, yeah, New Orleans ground just got on. Very exciting. Hopefully, maybe Center will pop on her approach or something. You never know. I never see controllers in New Orleans. It's very rare. It's kind of a shame because it's a fun little airport to fly in and out of. It's like in a good spot, you know, in the middle of the southeast. I fly in the southeast a lot, but trying to expand the old horizons, boys. Alrighty, 2.9 or 9 or 8 going in the Timmy. Making our descent now. Gotta be, let's see, where are we at here? $250 knots at slid, and we have to be at 11,000 feet. Starting to see some land down there. Like secondary layer. This looks pretty wild, actually. Never seen anything like this. There was some speed brake in there. I don't think we're going to be able to. Yeah, this looks really cool. These cloud layers on top of each other. Alright, we got our stuff all set. We'll do a checklist, boys, because I'm fucking getting sleepy here. The LS button set, auto brake will set once we get our speed brakes pulled up. And our ground spoilers, altimeters are local, check. Engine and M-wing and anti-speed, we're not going to need that. Engine mode selector will be as required. I think it's just on normal, it's fine. Alrighty, as we get a little closer, we'll get our other stuff configured. So we're going to come off a slid. Probably going to go going 1-1. Don't have an approach controller on, but I guess we can just vector ourselves. Our initial approach fix, we're coming up to slid now, so we'll probably just bang a right over here and vector ourselves around, pick up turtle. This is the ILS 11 approach. 106 is our approach course. Pick up the glide slope 2,000 feet. Center minimum is 203 feet. Touchdown elevations 3 feet. Minimums are 203 feet on the glide slope. So we'll go up here to this slid and we'll just turn vector ourselves. We'll just go somewhat parallel here, I guess. And we got a 4,000 feet for turtle, so we can descend to. I'm down to like 6,000 feet for now. Way over speed though. Fuck. Gotta be below 250. Why it's wanting to overspeed so much. Don't hit to manage. Okay, it's slowing down now, I guess. Pretty cool skies. I'll reel this heading back a little bit more. Something like a 285, that's a little too tight. Like 290, that looks pretty parallel there, that looks good. We'll have our descent coming down to 6,000 and we'll turn to intercept a glide slope turtle. It's 15 miles out. We can be down to 4,000 feet for that. mean, shit, we could almost just go right to Mudbug. I might just do that, actually. Get on the CTF here, too. God dang. I can tell I'm getting tired, because it's starting to just, like, take me longer to figure out what I'm trying to do here. Okay, CTF, or CTF KMSY. 119.5. Alrighty, that's our CTF there. Sky looks amazing, boys. Look at that. So cool. I think we'll just pick up, it's going to be the glide slope though right there if we go straight into Mudbug. I don't really want to do that either. We'll just vector ourselves like somewhere outside of Mudbug. Come on down to 4,000. I want to just get a little closer actually too, boys. Alrighty, landing lights can come on. We got the strobes on. Not gonna need the anti-ice. Shouldn't need it right now. Seatbelts are armed, or whatever. Speed brake's still out. We can pull that up. And armor spoilers. We're gonna kind of cut the corner here for Turtle. I don't want to go 15 miles out. There's actually two planes coming in to land at the same time here. We got that guy coming from Dominican and it's Southwest coming from the north, so we'll just kind of shortcut this Turtle fix here. I still want to get a little closer, I think, boys. Yeah, we got Southwest coming here, Dallas and New Orleans, and then we got this other guy out here. So we'll try and just get her on the ground quick here. Yo, check this out. This is tight. Cloud surfing, boys. 4,000 feet. Alright, we do want to go ahead and descend a little further, though. Be down to 2,000 for Mudbug. We'll just bang a left into Mudbug here, trying to make this downwind part fixed up quickly. Alrighty, we'll come down to 2,000 feet. We'll start slowing down a little bit too. New Orleans traffic, Delta 3, about 15 miles directly north of the field. We'll be vectoring ourselves to a mud bug fix on the ILS 11 approach. New Orleans.
New Orleans traffic, Spirit Wings 281. We're going to be departing runway 2. Will be a departure to the east. New Orleans.
That guy has a legit good pilot voice right there, boys. Alrighty, let's slow down.
2,500.
We're basically going to be jumping right into the glide slope, so we need to slow the fuck down. Dump some speed brakes, fuck it. Start our turn here a little bit. Yeah, hopefully we can make it in before this guy gets too much closer. We're doing our best, boys. Probably should have kept the speed up a little more still. We can bring it back up. Speed brake, disagree. It just likes to disconnect the autopilot on you, doesn't it? Alright. Holy fuck, where are we going, boys? Alright, give me that heading down to 2,000 feet. 230 knots is fine. Alright, well, we'll just get the speed brake configured. Fuck's sakes. Alright, so speed brake's up. We'll just arm that. That's probably bitching about it, us having it armed already. 2,000 feet, that's fine. Get this turn going now. Alright, we're descending back down. We'll get our turn going. I think I had the speed brake. I had it armed up here, the auto brake, and then I didn't have it armed down here, and it must have freaked it out. That's what it was kind of saying, I believe. Alright, so we're coming down to mud bug. 2,000 feet. New Orleans traffic, Delta 3, left base, ILS 11, New Orleans. Alright, we'll get our turn going here, start decelling. Trying to keep the speed up so we don't mess up this other guy's flow, the southwest. Alright, we'll go direct to turtle. Oops. About 8 miles out. Once we get a little closer, we'll slow down. Oh wait, fuck, I want to go direct mud bug. What am I doing, boys? Direct mud bug. There we go. Puts us 9 miles out, okay. Alrighty, we're coming up on mud bug. We'll slow down significantly. It's basically going on to our final. Alright, I'm gonna disarm the fucking auto brake, and then we're gonna disarm that, and we're gonna put the speed brakes up, and we'll see if it bitches about it. It shouldn't. I think that's what I had. It's freaked out and just disconnected the autopilot. It's kind of weird. Airbus would do that. You think they would like do everything in their power to keep you on the fucking autopilot. We'll disarm the approach too. Fuck it. Oh, fuck flaps. Flaps are coming down nicely. Landing gear coming down too, why not? Don't want to forget it. Looking like 134 for the approach speed. Super slowing down. About a 10 knot headwind. Keep the speed up a little more. They going full flaps. Speed brake disagree. Oh, speed brake's still down, that's why. Alright, we'll arm the spoilers. Okay. Coming up to Mudbug, looking good, boys. Landing lights, strobes, all that shit's on. Should be intercepting the glide or the localizer here. New Orleans traffic, Delta 3, about a 5 mile final, runway 11, New Orleans. Alright, we're still waiting for the glide slope. I did arm the approach. Hasn't picked up the localizer yet, that's odd. We're just gonna go manual, boys. Disconnect the autopilot. Just follow this down. Now it's picked it up, but we'll just fly manual, fuck it, boys. Coming in on the localizer. Get that glide slope in check. Still a little high. Locust come in a little bit more. There's our runway actually. Yeah, this is a nice night in New Orleans. Looks like New Orleans-y with like the fog and the swampland and all that stuff. Looks like what I would imagine. Never been to New Orleans either. Looks like the terminal's off our left side after we land, so we'll try and keep that in mind. Getting a little low on the glide slope, shit. Recapture that glide slope. There we go. The wind is like just doing some weird shit, man. Like it'll let up for a minute and then it just keeps pushing you back over. Looks like a direct crosswind. It's only 12 knots though. Would expect it to be a little less awful.
500. Above.
Damn, these minimums get you low as shit.
Minimum.
Continue. Now we have like a tailwind. I don't understand.
20. Retard. Retard.
I swear the wind's doing some weird shit. Alrighty, we're on the ground, boys. Not even gonna use the reversers. I guess I could have let the nose down a little more gently. Keep the speed up here. We'll make our vacation. A taxiway right up here. Saying Foxtrot on the sim here. It's like Golf 8 on the fucking chart. New Orleans traffic, Delta 3 rolling off for runway 11 will be clear, New Orleans. Alrighty, we'll call up the ground controller here, 121.9. Let's go to Bravo 14, boys, just fucking straight in. New Orleans ground, good evening, Delta 3, clear 11 at Golf 8, looking to taxi into gate Bravo 14.
Delta 3, welcome to New Orleans. Golf to the gate. Have a good one.
Golf to the gate. Have a great night, Delta 3. So, alrighty, golf to the gate. We're just going straight ahead, boys. I gotta get off here, boys. Landing lights come off, strobes can come off, taxi lights on. We'll maybe see. Wow, look at that sky, boys. God dang it, camera's having me have a seizure. Look at the sky over there, boys. Looks beautiful. We'll Bravo 14 is like this one here, I think. We'll just yeah, there we go. We'll pull in here. Maybe we'll watch that southwest land if he's still. Just a nice scenery. The Latin VFR, like people. I don't know, man. Like it's just like solid. It's cheap. It was solid. You know, I like it. It's a good scenery. We'll set the parking brake. That's checked. Get the ground power hooked on real quick. Somewhere here. Ground services, GPU, external power, very good. Kill the engines. Beacon can come off. Put our nav and logo on. Yeah, let me go. Let's move the camera out there. Not sure, that guy might be way the fuck out there still, I guess. We'll just check the chat right now and see what's going on. Southwest, so Menisco said Southwest is doing 383 on the ground, I guess. Approach mode soon. Yes, sir. Very fun. Menisco, yeah, Menisco, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks, always good to see you. Thanks for keeping me company. Teach me how to fly the Airbus. Yeah, beautiful night out here in New Orleans. Nice little stormy night, probably. Yeah, I was going to watch this guy. Where is he at? Let's see. I don't want to see her forever, though. Already 6:15. Holy smokes, boys, it's late. This guy doing over here, Delta taking off. Yeah, he's going over to Shreveport, staying within the city, or the state rather. This guy's coming in. Okay, we'll stick around, boys. Let's go watch this guy take off real quick. Where the heck is he at? Oh, he's at the gate. Okay. Yeah, I guess New Orleans used to have 2 terminals, or maybe they do have 2 terminals still. I'm really not sure. This guy's still far as shit. I'm not gonna sit here and watch him, boys. Well, I'll probably. He's like 10 miles out. Yeah, I'll probably. I'm not gonna probably be on tomorrow, but I'll probably be on. Wednesday, I guess. Maybe I'll try and do a stream like every other day, boys. Just get on for a couple of hours and do a stream. I need to do more streaming, boys. It's just fun. And we'll try and link up with like Swedish or something when we get on. He's usually on the same time I am, so we'll link up with the boys, and if nothing else, we'll do some flying this weekend. Looking forward to that. Should be a good time. Get out there, Boston, Northeast, you know, and everything like that. Then we got that event out in Cali on Saturday. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, boys. Look forward to seeing you guys next time, and hope you guys all have a great rest of your evening. We will